Volume 10, Frequently Asked Questions. Blast chillers have a very large performance envelope, and occasionally situations may arise where you're not getting the results you are looking for. To help you avoid these, we have prepared a few frequently asked operational questions.
Product is freezing in the blast chiller. Does it require service?
Product freezing is almost always caused by operational issues. Most commonly, this is caused by 1. A combination of setting a long chill cycle by time and then leaving product in too long. 2. Setting the target temp too low. Or 3. Leaving already chilled product inside the blast chiller while chilling additional batches.
There are only 3 food probes. How do I accommodate more than 3 different products simultaneously?
It is not necessary to place a probe in every pan that is started at the same time. If all pans are loaded with the same product, place 1 food probe in the center of the middle pan, thus leaving 2 additional probes available. When starting several pans of different products at the same time, place 1 food probe in the center of the pan with the product which will require the longest to chill. For example, if starting broccoli florets and lasagna at the same time, place the probe in the latter, as this will require more time to chill. In this scenario, the lasagna will take longer to chill than the broccoli, so if it chills within Haccp guidelines, all other products started at the same time will have done so.
What is the Haccp danger zone?
The Haccp danger zone is the temperature range in which pathogens grow at the greatest rate. The FDA currently identifies this as between 41 and 135 degrees Fahrenheit.
Can a safe chill be longer than 6 hours?
Yes, the FDA guidelines apply only to time required to pass through the Haccp danger zone. Any time required to cool hot food from a cooked temperature to 135 degrees Fahrenheit is not regulated by FDA guidelines, and so hypothetically, if a given product required 5 hours and 59 minutes to pass through the Haccp danger zone, but required 8 hours total to chill, it would still be considered as having done so safely.
Do food pans always have to be covered?
Pans do not always have to be covered. However, there are a few scenarios in which they should be. For example, whenever cooked and ready-to-eat foods are being chilled at the same time, these must be covered to prevent cross-contamination. Some products must be covered to prevent them from drying, especially potatoes, noodles, pasta, rice, and couscous. It is highly recommended that products which will not be removed immediately upon cycle completion or are being left in overnight be covered to prevent them from drying.
How do I properly chill small, portion-sized products?
Small products are often best chilled without probes using the buy time feature. Using test batches, it can be determined in advance how much time is required to safely chill a given product load. This can then be duplicated in actual use and verified afterwards using a handheld thermometer and then documented.
There is water in the bottom of the blast chiller. Does it require service?
Water in the bottom of the blast chiller is almost always caused by 1. The door not being properly closed, forming condensation inside the cabinet. 2. A long chill cycle by time. Or 3. Setting a freeze cycle with uncovered product. In the latter 2 scenarios, moisture removed from the product freezes on contact with the very cold cabinet interior and then melts away afterwards, leaving water on the cabinet floor.
The food probe indicates that the product is done, having reached 37 degrees Fahrenheit. However, when I manually took a temperature to verify this, the product was actually warmer. How is this possible?
There are a few possible causes. One could be improper probe placement. Food probes should always be placed in the center of the largest product or deepest pan. If the probe is placed in a smaller product or shallow pan, this would naturally chill quicker than the larger, deeper products around it. Another possible cause could be the probe being placed where the tip is touching the pan. In this scenario, the pan is going to cool much quicker than the product and thus provide a false reading. It will also be necessary to check the calibration of the handheld thermometer used. Lastly, small portion-sized products are challenging for probe use. When doing so, for example with chicken wings, the cold metal probe placed in one wing can serve as a heat sink, and this individual wing can potentially cool quicker than those around it.
My products are taking too long to chill. How do I remedy this?
Most issues related to chill time are operational. The easiest way to decrease chill times is to increase the surface area relative to the total volume of the product. This will reduce the chill time, as will reducing the depth or size of the product. Another method is to consider the airflow direction and position product accordingly. For example, all Charleston blast chillers, except model TBC5, circulate air very forcefully from right to left. Positioning product so that cold air flows along its length will prevent the formation of dead zones where cold air does not reach as well.
Liquid products such as soup are difficult to load into 2.5-inch food pans. What does Charleston suggest?
With liquid products such as soup, Charleston suggests use of 8-inch deep pans loaded with 6 inches of product. This will require less pours from the kettle, be easier and safer to handle, and will likely chill within FDA guidelines.
How do I increase the blast chiller's throughput?
To increase throughput, look at what you are chilling and separate the long chill cycle products so that they are left for the end of the day. These can then be chilled after hours, freeing up the chiller capacity for the workday.
How do I properly chill very large size products?
Large products are best chilled with probes using the bi-temp feature. However, some large products will be too large to chill safely within FDA guidelines. In this case, it is necessary to reduce the individual size of the products in order to allow it to chill quicker. Surface area to volume ratio has a direct correlation to chill times. Increase the surface area relative to the total volume will in turn reduce the product chill time.
What food types can you refresh using the delicate feature?
Usually, this involves just prepped, ready-to-eat foods such as salads, sandwiches, and sushi. It can also be used for products destined for a salad bar, such as canned fruit.
When multi-batching, is there a particular way in which I should load the pans?
When multi-batching, it is recommended that each batch be loaded from bottom to top. This is because heat rises, and loading pans in this way prevents heat from a newly loaded batch affecting the chill time of those located below it.
On models TBC5 and TBC13, the tray slides are installed at 3-inch intervals, but I want to use pans deeper than 2.5 inches.
The tray slides on these models are adjustable. They can be removed and reinstalled to accommodate deeper pans.
How do I use the food probes with liquid products? Won't they just fall to the bottom of the pan?
With liquid products, the use of commercially available thermometer clips is recommended. These allow the operator to clip the probe to the pan side so that the probe tip can be positioned properly in the product.